Hare Krishna, Prabhuji and Mataji. Dandavat Pranams. Please accept our humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Today we are going to see Chapter 7, Knowledge of the Absolute. Now let's see the entire Chapter 7 at one go, all the 30 verses together. Before entering Chapter 7, let us first understand the connection between Chapter 6 and 7. At the end of the Chapter 6, Krishna glorified Bhakti, Yoga and concluded with the famous verse 6.27. Yoginam api sarvesham matkadenantar atmana Shraddhavan bhajate yo mam Same yukto tamo mataha. Krishna says, among all yogis, the one who always thinks of me, worship me with faith and devotion is the highest yogi. Now, naturally, one question arises. How can we develop complete faith in someone unless we know that person? Therefore, from chapter 7 onwards, Krishna begins revealing himself. In fact, chapter 7 to 12 are considered the heart of Bhagavad Gita because they speak directly about Bhakti Yoga. So, chapter 7 becomes the gateway to understanding Krishna. Importance of this knowledge, verses 1 to 3. In these first 3 verses, Krishna glorifies the knowledge he is about to reveal. He says, I will speak both knowledge and realization. Not only theoretical knowledge, but practical realization. And after understanding this, nothing more remains to be known. Then Krishna makes a very important statement. Out of thousands of human beings, very few strive for perfection. And among those who attain perfection, hardly one knows him in truth. So understanding Krishna is extremely rare. But because he is infinitely merciful, he is personally begins revealing himself. Krishna's material and spiritual energies, verses 4-5, first Krishna explains his two energies. Inferior energy, earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence, false ego. These are his 8 separated material energies. Then Krishna speaks about his superior energy. Who is that? All living entities. We are Krishna's superior energy and we are trying to enjoy or exploit his inferior material energy. Thus Krishna introduces both matter and spirit. Krishna is the origin, maintainer and destroyer. Verse 6-7, Krishna says, I am the source of everything. He is the creator. He is the maintainer. He is the destroyer. Then he makes an exclusive declaration. Bhagavad Gita 7.7 Matta parataram nanyat. There is no truth superior to me. No one is above Krishna. And he gives a beautiful example. Just as pearls are strung on a thread, the whole universe rests upon him. Everything is maintained by Krishna. Krishna is the essence of everything. Verses 8 to 12, not only is Krishna the cause of everything, he is also the essence of everything. He says, I am the taste of water, I am the light of the sun and moon, I am the syllable, Om, I am the sound in ether, I am the strength of the strong, I am the original fragrance of the earth, I am the heat in fire, I am the life of all living beings, I am the seed of all existence, I am the intelligence of the intelligence. In one sense, Krishna is present everywhere. But at the same time, he remains transcendental and independent of the 3 moods of nature. Crossing Maya through surrender, verses 13-14, Krishna explains that everyone in this world is bound by the three moods of material nature: goodness, passion, and ignorance. And then he says, Bhagavad Gita 7.40, Daivi Esha Gunamayi Mama Maya Duratyaya. My material energy is very difficult to overcome. Then immediately he gives the solution: demigod worship and impersonalism versus 2025. Krishna now discusses demigod worship. He says, people whose intelligence is carried away by material desires worship various demigods. But Krishna makes it very clear. He is the one who gives faith to the worshipper. He empowers the demigods, and through them he grants the desired benedictions. So Krishna is present on both sides, but there is one difference. The results obtained from demigods are temporary. The worshippers is temporary. The planets are temporary. The rewards are temporary. But those who worship Krishna attain his eternal abode. Then Krishna speaks about impersonalist. Some people think Krishna was originally impersonal and later accepted a form. Krishna says such people do not understand his eternal nature because he is always covered by his internal potency, Yoga Maya. From illusion to devotion, verses 26 to 30, towards the end of the chapter, Krishna gradually takes us from illusion to devotion. Krishna knows everyone's past, present, and future, but ordinary people cannot understand him. Why? Because they are bewildered by desire and hatred. These dualities keep the living entity in illusion. The Krishna says that those who have performed pious activities and whose sin have been destroyed can engage in devotional service with determination. And here we all have hope. Even if we have made mistakes in life, but taking shelter of pure devotees, everything can change. How fortunate we are to have Srila Prabhupada. Through his books, lectures, and teachings, millions of souls are still receiving Krishna consciousness. Finally, Krishna speaks about those seeking liberation from birth, death, old age, and disease. Such sincere souls take shelter of him. And at the end of the chapter, Krishna introduces three topics: Adi Bhuta, Adi Daiva, Adi Yajna. Adi Bhuta, Adi Deva, Adi Yajna. But he does not explain them here. He leaves Arjuna curious. And these subjects will be explained in the next chapter. Final understanding of chapter 7. Chapter 7 is the first chapter of the Bhakti Yoga section. Here Krishna begins revealing himself. He explains his energies. He reveals that he is the source of everything. He teaches us how to cross Maya. He explains who approaches him, who does not. He speaks about demigod worship and impersonalism. And ultimately, he guides us from illusion to surrender. Therefore, if chapter 6 gave us a glimpse of Bhakti Yoga, chapter 7 opens the door to understanding Krishna himself. And simply by hearing about Krishna, remembering Krishna, and associating with Krishna through his words, our heart gradually becomes purified. Now, Krishna has raised some important topics: Adi Bhuta, Adi Deva, Adi Yajna. How are we to understand them? Krishna will explain all this beautifully in chapter 8. Hare Krishna. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to Sri Guru and Gauranga.